With more people spending their time at home due to COVID-19, this opens the doors for pursuing a new hobby like home brewing, the small-scale process of making batches of beer, cider, or mead, a process that our own Mike Beiermeister took a deeper look at.
People have been making their own beer for thousands of years, and what once was a task now has become a hobby in homes throughout the world, especially right here in the United States. For some, it's just that, a hobby. For others, it's a passion. In Ryan Raisler's basement, you'll find all of the equipment you could ever need to brew a batch of beer. He's putting some of his advanced tools to work as he prepares to make his latest brew.
All right, let's see how this looks, Mike. Well, I guess it would be comparable to like a baker baking a cake. You know, you can make it as elaborate or as simple as you want to.
Raisler started brewing back in 1986, and over time that hobby would transform into a passion.
I always seem to come back to it as a really enjoyable hobby.
He's one of over 1 million homebrewers throughout the United States.
Well, welcome to Tiki at Homebrew Supplies.
And 94% of them shop at local stores like Tiki Hut Homebrew Supplies in Onalaska. A shop that's seeing more and more customers virtually and in person.
People realize I got time at home, I should spend some time doing a hobby I really like to do. And of course, Wisconsin, we like to drink beer, so what a great hobby to start.
Right now we're circulating the water.
The process isn't that challenging. You need 4 main ingredients to make beer.
There's water, malt, hops, and yeast.
Most of the items you can find in a homebrewing starter kit, which will come with instructions that are easy to follow.
Typically making a batch of beer is roughly about 3 hours, and then the fermentation process takes about 2 weeks. And then the bottling process, if you're going to bottle, usually takes another 2 weeks. So you're looking at a 5-week span.
The biggest advice local homebrewers have for beginners is simple.
If you're at all questioning whether you want to do it, if you're questioning, go for it.
And so we'll pour that in.
By learning the process, each new batch is a step toward a better beer.
Good beer is good for everybody, especially on the homebrew side of things, for sure.
Which can help bring people together even during these challenging times.
I'll make a growler or two and hand it off to different people, and stay socially distanced.
And allow people like Ryan to continue sharing their passion.
It brings friends and family together. In the beer culture that we have today, everybody likes talking about beer, everybody likes drinking beer. What a better way to do it than really getting involved yourself in brewing your own beer.
All of the homebrewers I spoke with told me that cleaning and sanitization are the most important tasks in the process. In order to make a healthy batch, you need to have clean equipment. And speaking of equipment, if you're looking for homebrewing starter kits, they generally range anywhere from $70 to $200. The La Crosse area is home to 3 homebrewing stores, or you can always shop online.
Okay, thank you, Mike. To get some more information about home brewing, find this story on our website, wxow.com.